When people talk about ancient civilizations, they usually mention Egypt, Rome, or Mesopotamia. But what if I told you some of the most advanced civilizations on Earth rose in Africa, and their stories were almost erased? Before Europe had cities, before many parts of the world had written language, Africa was already shaping science, trade, and human knowledge. And it all begins along the Nile. Ancient Egypt is often separated from Africa in history books, but it was one of Africa's greatest civilizations. The Egyptians mastered engineering, astronomy, medicine, and mathematics thousands of years ago. They built pyramids so precise that even today their construction remains a mystery. They mapped the stars, performed complex surgeries, and believed knowledge was sacred, something meant to last forever. But Egypt was not alone. South of Egypt was the Kingdom of Kush, a powerful African civilization that rivaled and even ruled Egypt for a time. The Kushites built their own pyramids, steeper and more numerous than Egypt's, and controlled vital trade routes connecting Africa to the ancient world. Their kings once sat on Egypt's throne as the 25th dynasty, ruling as pharaohs. Far to the west, another forgotten empire rose from the desert. The Mali Empire was one of the richest civilizations in human history. Its ruler, Mansa Musa, was so wealthy that during his pilgrimage to Mecca, he gave away so much gold that entire economies collapsed. But Mali's true power wasn't just gold, it was knowledge. In the city of Timbuktu stood ancient universities and libraries containing thousands of manuscripts on astronomy, mathematics, medicine, and law. While much of Europe struggled through the Dark Ages, African scholars were studying the stars and writing complex scientific texts. Even further south, in modern-day Zimbabwe, massive stone cities were built without mortar. Great Zimbabwe was a thriving trade center connected to China, the Middle East, and India. Yet for years, colonial historians refused to believe Africans built it, despite overwhelming evidence. Across the continent, Africa was innovating ironworking, farming, architecture, and global trade. So why don't we hear these stories more often? Wars, colonization, and stolen artifacts removed Africa's history from its people. Libraries were burned, knowledge was scattered, narratives were rewritten. But the truth remains in stone, in manuscripts, and in memory. Africa was not waiting to be civilized. Africa was already leading. And the ancient civilizations of Africa didn't just shape the continent, they helped shape the world.